And what's up, everybody? This is None Defense, host of the YouTube channel and co-leader of the team, Still Unboomable. I'm not going to go through the process of pulling them up this round, and I'm just going to cut straight to the chase. This is a video that I'm doing because last night I just was kind of bored, and I don't know, and I sent this, what did I do? I sent one of my lows, I don't even remember who it was at first, over to out fishing, and there was a team that was just about to start, and they had plenty of empty spots, and I just wanted to be selfish and do it all by myself, so I did. I decided to be selfish, and I just filled it up with lows, like really low lows, like a bunch of lows, like every low that I had over on I basically emptied Less Unboomable, which, you know, is all accounts controlled by me currently anyway, and going forward it probably will continue to be, you know, unless we go in and do an op on the day just to burn the intel, and then that would be a big group effort. We'll talk more about that at another point. But anyway, so the point is I just had a bunch of lows on this, and I was like, hey, if I can start the op, I was going to show you what team I'm on. I am currently on the team EO Bombers. This is for people who are East Oregonians, okay? So we assume Bod is from East Oregon. Hey Bod, I am in Tacoma, Washington, so we're not that far from each other, so nice to meet you. Bod, he's the vocal leader and the leader, but he's also very vocal. I mean, he's up there. I'm not going to show it all, but anyway, but yeah, he's the guy who talks and encourages people in the operations and things like that. So I was asking him, was like, hey, can I fill up the roster and attack? And, you know, he decided to go with it. You know, what the hell? No, I didn't promise him any particular level. I just intended to bring all my lows and see what I could. And I didn't ask them to do anything really hard, anything more than what they were normally doing. You know, so you can see some powder kegs they tried, you know, some Mambos and all that. But I was like, hey, you know, I promise I can get you over to Mambo. I mean, with the attacks that you guys put on, and then my attacks, we'll beat Mambo. I had no problem with that. I don't remember. Well, we could see it right here. So it was listed as easy, based on previous attacks where they fell short. 13 attacks. So this team has a participation issue. That happens. 11 attacks, you know, and that happens. And it's hard to improve upon until you got to get rid of people who don't attack. But there's no promise, and I know you don't want to do that because there's no promise that more people are going to replace them. So I get it. Trust me, I do. It's frustrating. So anyway, but they were regularly starting Mambo, so I felt with the addition of what did I bring over? A bunch, just however many I brought, I filled their roster with just lows. So, and then when I woke up, what was this shit? This was yesterday sometime. No, it was like the other night where I sent them over, and then they started the op, and then I woke up in the morning. Something like that. I don't know. The point is, I woke up and it was time for me to attack, and that was 19 hours ago. So I started things off with Grublet, but let's go ahead and show, since they beat a base without any help from me, let's go ahead and make sure, you know what, let's show that one last, okay? Let's show that one last. Alright. We're going to show that. No, let's show it first. Just in case there's a spoon in there. We don't want a spoon, for those who don't know, is a term meaning it's like our imaginary bet. It's an imaginary trophy for the worst attack. You know, there is no actual spoon. But, you know, it's just a fun little silly haha. You know, oh, you earned a spoon. You know. It kind of takes the sting out of failure. You know, failure's gonna happen, and that stinks. But you know, when at least you can make a joke about it and then call it a silly name like a spoon, you know, that'll work. It was a pretty good attack, Mr. Bod. Excellent, well done. You saw what you were able to do, and you accomplished it. So I would say, outstanding, outstanding. Can't wait to watch the other attacks. This was Bod, the leader. I don't know anything about him here. I'm gonna make a guess about him. He is an older guy, okay, like mid-30s. He does have children. One more guess. Okay, he's an older guy. He's mid 30s. He has at least one child. And something in his line of work has to do with dealing with other people. You know, like somehow interacting with other people in like a coaching kind of way. He's very interactive. So there you go. So that's my cold reading on Bod. No, I am not a psychic, nor do I ever pretend to be, but cold readings are fun. Okie dokie. This is America. Awesome. I got you. America. All right, cool, man. That's awesome. I love that name. So let's go ahead and watch this attack, see how it went. Let's see what you did here. Okay, so we're going to start over there. I wasn't even really talking about Bod's attack, you know. It just kind of spoke for itself. Okay, I see what you're trying to do. There you go. Now you're flaring right. Keeping things shocked. Okay. Good job. Good job. That is what I call just a good quality, lower level, mid-level hookah. Excellent. Well done, America. America. And then, who went next? Then, Hunters 44 Nom. He went in Tankadeer with Medics. Okie dokie. Doo-doo-doo. Alright. This is a combo, you know, we don't typically use on our team, but I'm not here to tell anybody how to do anything. This is what, you know, I came here to attack with my attacks, and they were doing all these attacks before I was even awake, you know. So good job. They found their way. They saw a way that they were going to create a win, and that's what they did. And that's all you can ask a team to do, is to create the win. He did. So great job, Hunters. Beautiful done, sir, but we're not going to sit through an hour and a half of that. Just can't do it. Can't do it. This is Weasel. He's going with level 12 tanks. Okie dokie. Based on the numbers, he retreated at the end, and he sees all these rockets over here, and he figures he's in a decent enough shot position to deal with them. So let's see, he's going to eat all that up. I know when you're taking multiple rockets, it adds up quickly on these operations. But either way, you felt comfortable and confident that you were going to be able to handle it, and that's what you did. Let's see if we can get a shock. Now, I would have definitely shocked that stuff, but I'd have been wrong because none of it even turned at you. So, you know, whatever. I've been wrong. If the worst thing I ever am in life is wrong about something on Boom Beach, then I guess that's not so bad. Not so bad. So great job, Weasel. Thank you so much for opening that attack up. You took out several rockets there, and that was definitely important. Then everybody else was me. Okie dokie. So, going up, yep, everything else was me. So here we go. This was Grublet on Dredge. Step 1, clear mines. That's critical. That's how I clear mines. I want to go back to this. You know, if anybody is ever clearing mine on mine duty on Dredge, I've seen a lot of different ways people do it, and I'm telling you, and I'm not saying that my way is the right way all the time, but I'm telling you, this is like the way to go, man. You know, put 5 rounds, and then a barrage right there. You hit all of those mines 99% of the time. I mean, if you screw up and, you know, get the aim off just a little bit, then whatever, it's not a big deal. But that's the way to do it. Now, Grublet doesn't have the gunpowder to spare to drop a barrage there, but once he generates it, I'm not going to make you watch this, but the point is he generates enough, he clears those mines. Alright, we'll at least give him that long, until the mines are gone. Okay, so I missed that one, so I had to save up to get another bomb. There you go, it's gone. We're done with Grublet. Thank you, Grublet. Excellent. Alright, so then after that, we send in Silvercat. Here we go. And for the folks back home, you know what we're going to do. We're going to do the fancy Zuka drop to the corner, catch the wall, get all the way back to this corner, and we are going to shock everything that we can shock. Silvercat had enough to get, what was that, a shock launcher and whatever was there down, the cannon. So, hey, that's alright. Again, these are my lows. I wasn't expecting miracles. And then, but that opened things up enough for bronze partial, driven by me. These are all driven by me. I need to stop saying that. It's just usually when we're open with other teams who have volunteers. But again, I was selfish. Selfish. Nobody can come with me this time. Ha ha. No, I just didn't feel like coordinating with anybody. That's all. You know how it is. It was just kind of, when I sent everybody over, it was just late in the evening. I didn't want to bug anybody because there was no guarantee that I was doing it on the hope that we'd get an off in the nighttime. But I ended up having to wake up to this. So whatever. It's cool. Why am I watching this in real time? You guys got to remind me about that stuff. So anyway, so then there you go. We dropped the shock, dropped some med kits, deal with that the machine gun, flare over to the side, out of range of the mortar, and go. There you go. And that's how we got the win. Trust me, there's a win at the end of that. Okay. Good job. So then Muffin, MPA, Muffin. If anybody on this team happens to watch this video, NPA, if you're wondering, stands for Nuns Personal Army. That doesn't mean nearly as much as it used to mean. Consider, I'm just clearing these mines right now. I'm going to sneak around those other mines. It doesn't mean nearly as much as it used to mean because I used to be the only one that controlled NPA accounts, but then I started giving accounts away and all that. But as of right now, and I missed that first flare, but it worked out for me. As of right now, the only person who controls an NPA account that is not me is Bort, and that's Silence. All the other NPAs, because of Bron's absence, all the other NPAs are currently under my control again. So it's almost like the way it used to be, which wasn't the goal. Like, I don't know. I didn't want all of these accounts back when I gave them away, but here they are, and I'm going to have fun with them. Just like, fuck it. If I got them, I'm going to play with them. Mine as well, right? You know, what else am I going to do with them? So here we go. This was fancy. You know, if you weren't paying attention, I just got Zookas over here the first time and just started working this side. Now we're going to flare back there. I dropped a boat. Cost me a few girls as a result, but whatever. Somewhere in there I dropped a barrage or two, you know, kind of start clearing that stuff up. Shock the mortars. Make sure that they stay locked down. Go ahead and flare that mortar. I know I'm not going to win this run, but my goal wasn't to win this run. My goal was to destroy those mortars and take out a few mines if I could. That's what I did. So, yay. Accomplished the goal. Bronze Emmett. Guess who this one was driven by? That's right, I drove this one. This is Bronze Emmett. Okie dokie. And we're just going to do the long walk, so let's go ahead and fast forward through that. Even so, we still got plenty of time to kill as we get there. But she's going to get there. Or he's going to get there. They're going to get there. The females, the ladies. The lovely lasses with the incredibly powerful artillery or, you know, armor, whatever. Guns. Armaments. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. I'm not sure if that was that second flare there was the best for me, but whatever. I went with it. Lost a few girls to the rocket fire, but whatever. Lame. Who's lame? You're lame, Nun. But you're Nun, right? And you're lame. Jeez, can't win. So that was Nun. Or Emmett, on Nun driving Emmett. This is so confusing. Bronze Troy drove this one. I'm not sure, you know, who was actually at the wheel. Ah, yes, I was driving this one. Okay. So we're going to just do a little drop over there. Wanted to flare right in here. A little Smoky Zooka action. Only goal, destroy that. And I started bombing that mortar there at the very end. I don't know why. I was, I'll bomb something. And I knew what I was going to do next with that other rocket, so there's no point in throwing some artillery over there. Maybe I had a barrage that I could have used, whatever. You know, you just do the attacks, and you just hope that everything goes well. But I started barraging over there, got rid of all these. Didn't have to. You notice I did not do a fancy Zooka drop there, and in fact, this is a Ruka mixture. That was because when I loaded them, it was loaded Ruka, and I didn't feel like swapping at that point, honestly. So, and I think all of you are wrong for judging me for it. I just didn't want to swap. the account was low on diamonds, and I was, well, I mean, I had time to swap. I certainly could have swapped. I just didn't want to. I was like, hey, whatever. Ruka will work for what I'm trying to do. And if you ever see me attack on any operation and wonder, why did he not load Zookas, or why did he do that? It's like, I don't always have the full time. So, and then Princess, was that Princess? Who was this? This is Princess. And then Princess for the position and pound. Why am I going so slow? There we go. Got a flare over there. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Just takes a minute. Zookas are faster than tanks, though. For what it's worth, I did a little race and verified that Zookas are, in fact, faster than tanks. Little reposition flare. And I think I had like 3 more, 5 more, whatever attacks I could have used if this one didn't finish the job. I had more. I had more. So, there you go. That was how I almost soloed an entire operation for a team. Excuse me. Because had Bod, America, and Hunters not attacked prior, we'll pull that up and hit pause. While I can't promise you exactly who I had left, and I'm not going to go through the whole process of remembering exactly who was still available, especially people who are watching this video for a long time, you guys know I know how to beat that, right? Like, I do. Now, he did great as far as fighting all of this stuff. I'll tell you what I would have done is I'd have snuck right here with some Zookas, taking out these mortars first, right? Just taking them out, and then flared back here and dealt with all this stuff. Maybe flared up there, like, whatever. We're just going to take it from 12 o'clock, position and pound, open the rear, position and pound at 12. No problem. Anyway, that's what I would have done. But Bod handled business. So thank you, Bod. Thank you so much, Bod, for letting me come over. You typically don't op on weekends, and you allowed us to op on a weekend for me. So thank you. Thank you so much for that. I would like to, let me see, is there anything else I want to do on this account? I've been pulling accounts, and we're going to go ahead and explain why. And I'm going to be doing its own video on this in a moment. But I'm sending all of my lows out right now. I'm sending them all to different teams, and then I'm going to make a video, maybe tomorrow, or maybe later. We'll see. But I want to make like a short little video, like a short little 5-minute intro video that explains that I want to organize. As many ops in one day as possible, like for the volunteers, the guys that normally travel. So I'm thinking, like, if we can just figure out a time that we're all, a 24. Well, no, I guess we would need for that to work. We would need to get as many available for like a 4-hour period. So we would and I would have to get all the accounts promoted. So I mean, it would take some setup. Like, it would take some time. So maybe I'll need to do like some more prep time before I do a video on it. But know that I'm going to be working towards that. Maybe see if we can set it up. But it would be fun if the volunteers from the team, I could go through all the various teams, get screenshots and such. Let's check out this team. Screenshots of the various teams. Figure out like who's gonna do well. See who wants to participate. This one has 10 hours to go. And just learn about the people. We're not going to show much about that. So there you go. It was a short video today, I'm pretty sure, because I'm not going to go and do any attacks. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just going through and sending accounts out in different directions. I'm going to talk to some different people, and we will build towards getting promotions on all the accounts. I think I can pull that off, or at least establishing some kind of rapport with some type of some type of leadership. And I don't know, I'll figure it out, but we'll see if we can figure out a way to get like as many ops in one day as possible. Like, just dedicate like a day to just going to different teams and doing some ops. And I know all the likely candidates that would want to participate. That certainly Spin, Bort, Don, Cully, and had a good time with us last time. But I know because we're all in different parts of the world, it's all hard. But if we know it's coming in advance, and then figure out like the best day and times to kind of coordinate it, then I mean we could at least get what 2, 3, maybe 4 ops in one day. It could happen. Now I'm not talking about op votes. I don't know how that was going to work. I don't even care about the op rewards, but I'm talking about just joining a team, starting the op, hitting the attack button, leaving the team, start at the op, or join a new team, start the op, hit the attack button, and just keep doing that. And I think we can knock off a few in a day. So that's what I've been thinking about that. I think that'd be fun. So alright, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. Friends, I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your day to hang out with us. If you ever have any questions or comments or suggestions, opinions, or ideas, you know how to reach me in a variety of ways. As always, please, friends, remember that we are still unboomable, and as always, please be safe. Safety. Let's talk about that for a second. Have you noticed, now 102 videos, never once have I asked you to subscribe to the channel. I have asked you to be safe. Remember that. Remember that. Thank you.